Shalom. GMS on the sit downs. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Baal Shem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS. Peace and salutations to the elect that is spread across the four winds of the earth. I want to talk upon this topic. The waste, toxic waste. Basically, the middle point where all these bacteria and disease can be spread. What's going on in Houston right now. Toxic waste sites flooded in Houston area, which can cause diseases, bacteria to spread. People getting sick to death, and all kinds of new diseases popping up. Who knows what's there on these toxic waste sites? So with the flood, all these toxins come in the water, and like you already know, people gotta move through these waters, man, to get to safety or whatever, man. Let's check out some pictures. What's going on right there, right now? So people are struggling to survive, and they have to go through these waters, man. But these waters basically cause a danger when all these toxins come inside of them, and basically these pestilences are brewing up. It's not gonna happen in an instant. First it's just gonna be kinda regular storm water, flood water, but eventually this shit is gonna get nasty as fuck, man. Like we know from the scripture, floating water has life, but stagnated water can cause diseases and all kinds of shit, man. So if there's stagnated water in cities like this, that's gonna cause a lot of diseases, man. So I want to read this scripture. This is Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 15. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. Exactly, famine and pestilence shall devour him. And why do I link this with this thing that's going on in Houston right now? Because look, man, all the water that's in the streets are all connected with the pipelines, man, are all connected with the sewers. So all the nasty filth bacteria that goes through these sewers is coming up too, man. All that nasty filth that people flush through the toilet daily is in that water, man. And then you got people there going through the water like this, getting sick, and then gathering themselves in these Walmarts, the modern day FEMA camps, and all these diseases are gonna be spread easily, man, through people. So that's what you get in the city, man. In the city, these pestilences are gonna be spread easily. And then, like the scripture also speaks about, you have the famine, man. Why is there famine? Because there ain't shit here in the city, man. Ain't shit, man. All the food is gonna be wet. All the food is gonna be unable to eat. You have trees in cities, but there's no food on it, man. The places where you're gonna eat is the woods, man. When you go into the woods, You got hills, which hills this water is just gonna run down from it, man. Then in the bushes you got berries, you got all types of foods, you got deer running around. Hey, survival is survival, man. You know, but these people are people that fight against Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. You know, call Allah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai that the brothers in Houston are safe. You know, just spoke with the brother from Houston a few minutes ago. He said the Akyam are good, the Akyam are safe, and thanks to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. But the rest of these people they are getting their judgment, man. They are getting their judgment. This is the judgment of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. This is the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Like I said, these diseases are brewing up, man. Esau only has to put some new bacteria through the pipelines, and it's in the water, man, where all these people walk through, where all these people have to go through to get to safety. And like you see here, I believe even in the stadiums, in the hideouts, you got water, man. So here you see water can become a danger, man. Can become a danger to the people, to the health of the people. And it can become their death, man. And that's the judgment of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So it says, the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. Exactly, famine and pestilence, man. It's gonna devour you in the city, man. And that can be because of natural disaster like this, which some people say it's not that natural because Esau did it with harp or whatever. But hey, still it's the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. Doing this, man. How you trying to bend it or whatever, this is still the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai doing these things, man. So like I was saying, so it can either happen through a natural disaster like this, but also due to unemployment, man. And we can go into that too in Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Also due to unemployment, man. Why? These sewers, these pipelines, the so-called water cleansing companies that cleanse the water, so-called cleanse the water that goes through the sewers, which you shouldn't drink because it's nonsense, man. It's nonsense. The water that comes out of the tap water, it's basically a mixture of period blood, piss, shit, all kinds of bullshit, man. People that puke in the toilet. You know what's funny? When I was small, I asked my mother. I was like, no, my mother told me like the water you shit in is the same water that you basically that comes back and you shower with. And I was like, what? I told my mother, like, what the hell is that? So people shit in the toilet, and I was small, man. I was like maybe 8, maybe 9, So I was like, what the hey, what's that, man? What you mean? The people that shit in the toilet, that same water is gone. I supposed to wash myself with? My mother said, yeah, but they cleansing it. I said, what you mean cleanse? Yeah, they cleaning up the water. In what type of way? Yeah, what kinds of filters? You really think that they are able to make the water completely clean again? No. There are still gonna be particles of dung, of shit, of piss, of period, of puke, whatever people do in the toilets. is still gonna remain in that water, man. And that's the water that some people, certain people, just put the glass under and drink it, man. They put the glass under the tap water and they drink it, man. You know, and not even only drinking, man. Thinking about showering, it's already fucked up, man. But those are things I was thinking about when I was small, man. When your mind is not polluted into the system yet, you're gonna look at things like, you're gonna have question marks like, how the hell do people accept this? Because I told my mother, and I told her like, hey, I always thought that the water that goes through the toilet and comes back into the toilet has special pipelines. So you have pipelines only for the water for the toilets, and then you have special pipelines only for the shower, and then you have special pipelines only for the tap water. She said, no, 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 it's all the same. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit, man? So picturing that, only that already makes me sick, man. And already this this kingdom is, if even a child can basically figure something out that's more better for the body, that's more better for your health, then they can do too, man. But they don't give two shits, man. It's too much money. They look at money. They look at, you know, gaining money, man. But like I said, like I always say, Esau is ruling this world in wickedness. And like the scriptures say, their ways are upside down, man. So continuing to the topic that we were speaking about. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, starting with verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong man shall bow themselves. Let's look up the word house. Because I believe house, it says house, dwelling, habitation, human bodies, of course. But if you go into the Greek, word for house, it says oikos, which is household. And what's the household of this society, man? The economy. The economy. So it says, in the day when the keepers of the house, the keepers of this economy, shall tremble, and the strong man shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. And the people that look out of the windows are these these people that watch the stock markets, that look at the economy, how it's holding up itself, and how it's raising and how it's decreasing. Those are the people that look out the window, but they are gonna be darkened, man. They see the future isn't bright, man. The economy is collapsing. The keepers of the house shall tremble. The keepers of this economy are gonna tremble because it's about to fall, man. The strong man, these people that think they are rich, that they have everything, their companies are gonna be go bankrupt and shit. And the grinder sees the workers, man, because they are few. So there is not gonna be a lot of people that are gonna work, in times where you gotta have to work. Like if you look at Venezuela, man, you know, hyperinflation causes simple things like bread, toilet paper to cost like 150 euros, $150, $180. You can the money that you make is basically gonna be worthless in comparison to these supplements, man. These foods that you need daily. So the grinders are gonna basically cease because it's no use to work no more. People are gonna take the power in their own hands, robbing stores. If you look at the situation in Venezuela, they are robbing trucks. They have created the biker gang. where would they rob trucks of sugar. Also made a video about that. If you go through my videos, you'll probably find it. So those things are happening, man. You know, and are gonna happen soon. And it says, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. The sound of the grinding means the work, man. The work is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low. So the point I'm trying to make is when this working thing is stopping, companies that cleanse the water, companies that keep the sewers running, um, they are gonna stop too. They are gonna stop working too. So what happens when these sewers? What happens when these sewers? How the hell you write sewers, man? Slack, yeah, man. I don't know. Pipelines. When hey, how you write sewers, man? Anyway, I'm from Holland, man. Don't blame me, man. Don't blame me for this. Anyway, these pipelines, uh, these sewers. Let me see. Let me peep if this says something about sewers. No, man. So these pipelines, these sewers, they are basically gonna be they're basically gonna stop, man. So all the shit, all the dung, all the piss that's going through these sewers, they are gonna be stagnated water. They're gonna be in stagnated water. You know? Why didn't I put it in Dutch, man? So exactly, this is what I needed. So yeah, the water that goes through these sewers is going to be stagnated because the companies that fix the sewers, make the water run through the cleansing program, so-called cleansing program, they are going to stop working too, man. And then you're going to have stagnating water running under these through these pipelines, or not even running through these pipelines, you know so then you're going to have these pipelines basically bringing up all these fumes, all these gases, all this stink, you know. Even though, hey, if you go into certain cities, man, it smells like shit, man. It literally smells like shit already. Shit and piss. That's what you smell when you walk through a big city, man. Fucking piss, man, everywhere. You know. I was watching at the live feed of the Apostle Aramla when he was in Atlanta, and he said like, "Hey man, y'all guys should have y'all guys lucky that you don't have no cam laptop that's able to smell what's being shown in the video, because it would be horrible, man. Because the smell in these big cities is horrible. So picture only that the water that flows through these sewers is stagnating water, not running water, but stagnating. All the fumes and all the bacteria are gonna climb up through these sewers, man. Through this. It's gonna come up. It's gonna be stink in the streets, and basically, because the flood has come in Houston, the water that's going through the streets is mixing with the water that's in the sewers, man. You know, it's mixing with the dirty piss and blood water, man. Piss, blood, and shit water, man. which is 100% gonna make you sick. So that's the pestilence growing up in the city, and Houston is a great example of it. And like the article also showed you, like toxic waste sites, man. You know, toxic like waste sites, man. You got all kinds of bacteria growing there. The flood is just taking those bacteria with the water, man. You know, so diseases are spreading like hell, man. You know, but that's through the hand of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because he's fucking sick of these people, man. He's sick of this goddamn nation that doesn't want to listen to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. You know, he's sick of this wicked ass place, man. This place is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah, man. A tranny freezing in his seed so he can impregnate himself with his own seed when his transition is done, so that when the uterus is placed into his body, he wants to be pregnant of his own seed. Hey, that is fucking not. Hey, that's some crazy, wicked, satanic shit, man. So fucking satanic shit, man. That's why the hand of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is gonna be stretched out upon his people, and they're gonna be devoured with pestilences, man. Soon, man. Jeremiah chapter 21 and 5. And I myself will fight against you with an outstretched hand and with a strong arm, even in anger, and in fury, and in great wrath. And I will smite the inhabitants of this city, both man and beast. They shall die of great pestilence. So here you see that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai uses his the way of pestilence to punish this God-forsaken nation, man. This nation that doesn't want to listen to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. The Most High will stretch out his hand and brew up these pestilences, man. Let all these bacteria come in the waters, come in your houses, because that's another thing, man. Not only through this will all these fumes, all these gases, all these bacteria come up, but also through this fucking thing, man. In your house, straight in your house, this thing is gonna overflow, which is probably happening in Houston right now, overflowing of the toilets because the water is going through these sewers, and it's overflowing, man. So it's basically going back up the same way that it's actually supposed to go in, man. So these things are gonna be reversed. So the bullshit that you put in it is gonna come back out, man, and it's gonna be inside your house. And then it's not really gonna be pleasant to stay in your house. Then you can have goddamn golden toilet. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai gives zero fucks about that, man. Because you will be infected by all the nonsense that will come out of this, man. And you know Esau is the lab rat. He's gonna put some bullshit in the water too, man. Like he's already doing. And it will make you even more sick, man. So staying in your house, will that be an option when only a small piece of the house is gonna be malfunctioned through the water that's coming back up? And of course, not only the toilet, man. Not only the toilet. Also this, man. In your house. You really think this is gonna be clear water? When you're gonna open this? Nah, man. It's gonna be brown, filthy water. It's gonna be brown. It's gonna be full of sicknesses, illnesses. Shower? You wanna take a shower? Well, your shower is gonna look like this, man. This is how it's gonna look, man. Brown water out of your sink, in your bathtub. Just for you to picture how these things are gonna look, man. What you gonna do, man? You really wanna take a shower? You really need a bath, but this is what you're gonna get, man. You're gonna step into it, man. This shit is full of diseases, man. You gotta picture all the things that are coming to this place, man. And this is just a minor part of it, man. This is just a minor part of the things that are coming, man. You're gonna shower in this, man. You're gonna take a bath in this. Well, then you will stay. You will keep smelling, man. If you don't wash your body, you're gonna have all kinds of how you call it, um, like cavities, like your armpits, places where it's moist. They are gonna have infections, man. You know, they're gonna have infections. You brushing your teeth, man. You're gonna brush your teeth with this water. Think about it, man. You gotta basically step into the world that's about to come, man. That's why we have these scriptures, man. These scriptures show you, also people that went through these things, man. Because this thing also happened in the time of Zedekiah, man. Read the book of Kings, man. You will see how the people was dying from pestilences, man. We have all these things to basically spiritual prepare ourselves with, you know. But when you go into the woods, you're gonna have you're gonna have hilltops, man. With fresh water coming down, because when it starts raining here, you have all these creeks. You have all these creeks with these big stones and small stones, which basically cleanse the water, and it's gonna be pure fresh water. Water where you can bathe yourself in. Water what you can drink. You are able to drink without getting sick, without getting poisoned, without you having 5 days to live and then die from the sickness. You know. But like I say, hey, the man of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, they will be safe, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will be able to deliver them, if you put your faith in him, man. And that's what these people don't do, and that's why Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's anger is upon these people, man. The hand of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is stretched out upon these people, man. So this is Psalms 91 and 2. I will say of Yahweh, he is my refuge. If you look at Yahweh Bashim Yahushai as your refuge, as your safety, as your fortress, the Most High is gonna protect you, man. So it says, I will say of Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence, which everyone is gonna catch, man. Through all these things that I just explained, through the sewers, through floods, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wing shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and and buckler. So in these times, certain people are gonna fall away from the truth too, man, because they look around them, and basically they say, like, they're gonna say, like, hey, this the Most High is putting hell upon me, man. And certain people are gonna doubt if the Most High even exists through the hell that they are gonna catch, man. But you're gonna have to have faith until the end, man. Like Matthew chapter 24 and 14 says. It says, Matthew 24 and 14, it's like 13. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. You gotta endure, man. Let's look up that word endure. Let's go and dig into this word endure, man. Endure. Okay, this is the Greek word.
Strong's G 5278. Hupameno. Hupameno.
Hupameno. To remain. To tarry behind. To remain, abide. Not recede or flee. Flee from what? Flee from this truth, man. Stay in it, man. Abide in it, man. Remain until the end. If you remain, yasharahla, you will be of the elect, man. And you will get so many great things, man. You cannot even picture it in your mind, man. To preserve, under misfortunes and trials, to hold fast to one's faith in Yahweh. Hold fast to that faith, man. That's to endure. And endurance is being tested by great tribulation, man. By great afflictions and great stress. That's how endurance is being tested, man. And we are all going to be tempted. We are all going to go through pain, sufferings, more than we already go through, man. The word endure in the online etymology, it says to undergo suffer, especially without breaking. So when all these pestilences, diseases come upon you, keep the faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and pray to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that these things are not going to come upon you, man. But undergo suffer, man, and especially without breaking. Also continue in existence. From Old French endurer. Let me put it in French, endurant. Endurant. Make hard, harder. Bear. Tolerate. Tolerate what? The punishment of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. The purifying of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Let me read a couple. Let me read this one scripture, man. Salakia, I'm gonna read it from a apocrypha that I have in my hand. This is Sirach chapter 2. Sirach chapter 2, verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity, man. So through adversity, you are gonna be made strong and you are gonna be trained up to tolerate it, man. Plus the scriptures is the comforter. Plus you're supposed to meditate upon the scriptures now to know what is coming, man. The examples that I just gave you are just minor things, man. That's why we have to meditate upon this truth, man. We know what the scriptures say. Through the elder apostles on down, we know what the prophecies are. We know what things are coming to this place. Meditate upon it and pray to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that you are going to be able to bear it, to tolerate it, man. To keep up, maintain. From Latin, indurare, make hard. In late Latin, harden. To be hard against it, man. It says en, meaning in. The N of endure, meaning in. Durare is to harden. To be so basically it's and harden, man. To become harder. To be firm. What does it mean to be firm, man? When someone is firm, that means it's not easy to move, man. And we ain't supposed to be easy to move out of this truth, man. Let me grab this one scripture, man. Let me see what it is. I have to find this, man. Gone. Romans 8 and 35. Romans 8:35. Who shall separate us from the love of Yahushua? Shall tribulation? Is tribulation gonna separate you from the love of Yahushua? Is tribulation gonna be able to basically make you give up and make you throw in the towel and say like, hey, the hell with it, you know? I don't believe in this thing no more. Is tribulation gonna do that to you? Is tribulation gonna be able to pluck your roots out? Because to be firm means to be rooted in, man. Just like a tree is firm. A big tree, the bigger the tree is, the more firm it is, man, because the roots go deep, you know? So is tribulation gonna be able to separate you from Yahushua, or distress? Do you think these times that are coming are gonna be nice, man? It's gonna be full of distress, man. Full of distress. When you don't picture in your mind that only a flood or unclean water going through the sewers is basically gonna block a lot of um, regular possibilities for you that normally don't have to deal with. You're gonna be distressed, man. You're gonna be distressed, man. If you're not mentally prepared for these things, you're gonna be under stress or persecution. What do you think that the cops are gonna do, man? The cops gonna wanna chip you, man, or kill you. And that's before the cops also say the hell with it, man. But still you're gonna have certain cops having a brain chip, man. Doing what they have to do for the government, man. So persecution will come before all this, man. Is that gonna separate you from the love of Yahushua, from this truth? Or famine, being without bread, being without food? You might get the demon of doubt upon you, man, when you are Slakia. When you are without food, man. You are 100% gonna get the demon of doubt upon you, man, because you're gonna think like, hey, so hey, the Most High is not with me, man. So certain people are gonna say, hey, I don't think this. I think this truth is all a lie, man, because otherwise I would be fed. The scripture said I was gonna be fed. Keep the faith, man. Endure, be firm. Show faith to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That will keep you fed, man. That will make you be full in those days. Walking around with faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Or nakedness. Is that gonna separate you? Being without things that you normally do have. Food, water, family. People that back you up, support. Certain people are gonna be on the low, man. Certain people are gonna be alone. No one around them. And that goes out to you females also that want to talk shit to your husband and basically not see him as a head over the family. These females, hey, they gonna catch hell, man, because it's gonna be terrible for them, man. Niggas in the streets finna rape your ass, man. If you don't have a husband protecting your ass, you're gonna get it, man. You're gonna be raped in and out by multiple men. Multiple men, man, in the streets. And they probably eat you after it, man. So females gotta realize what they have. Now, if they have a man that's in the truth, you better shut your mouth and listen to what he has to say, man. Because if the Most High is gonna separate you from him in those times, you're gonna be fucked up, man. I'm telling you. So what's gonna separate you from the love of Yahushua? Is it nakedness, being without? I pray Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, I will be with the brothers in those days, man. Surviving, man. Praying to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua together, man. Standing strong in this truth. Or peril, which is destruction, or the sword, man. What's gonna separate you, man? We are gonna be tried, and we are going to have to go through hard times, man. Very hard times. And in these times, like Yahushua said, we're gonna have to endure, man. We're gonna be steadfast and we gotta be firm. We're gonna have to undergo suffering, especially without breaking, man. You know, reading on in Psalms 91, verse 4, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. You are gonna have to trust in him to be covered, to be under his wings. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is gonna want to see that, man, that you trust in him, that you put your faith in him, that you see him as a covering, as a strong tower, as a fortress, man, that is gonna keep you safe. And Esau always puts it in these movies like it's some kind of game, and the people that still believe in times of trouble, you know, that they are to be laughed at. They are these dumb fools that believe until the end. But that's what we're supposed to do, man. And Esau is showing you in the movies that the people that really are believing in the Most High until the end, that they are basically easy targets and stuff. That they are gonna be like prey, easy deaths. But that's not gonna be the case, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will hand you strength. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is gonna send the animals, man, to help you out. That's why that's why when I'm eating my meal, I'll make sure that these birds have food too. When I'm eating my chicken, I make sure I give some chicken to the birds, man. When I'm eating my fruits, my vegetables, I make sure I give some food to the chickens too. To the birds too, man. So Yahweh Ratazah, these birds will give me food in the time of need. You know? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua can make all these things happen, man. Animals bring you food. But that's only if you keep the faith until the end, man. Then will Yahweh Bashim Yahushua take you under his wings, man. And then, verse 5, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. Because if you walk in the spirit, if you walk in the truth, by faith, you are not going to be scared of these things, man. But if you have a demon of doubt upon you, you are going to be terrified, man. You're going to be scared. And I'm not saying you're not going to be terrified, because Yahushua was terrified, man. When his hour came, Yahushua was shaking, man. Yahushua was terrified, man, for the things that were coming. So you are going to be scared, but walking through faith, that's basically going to calm you down, man. And you're going to walk in the streets confident, more confident, by the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, man. You know, and you're not going to be scared of this destruction of this piece of shit kingdom, man. Verse 6, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness. You know, because it is walking in darkness, man. People in Houston, the people in Houston that are walking through the water right now, they don't know what's inside the water. You know, even in a news clip, they said like, we don't know what's in the water. You know, so the pestilence walks in darkness, man. The pestilence is not being seen, but it is there, man. Nor for the destruction that wasted at noonday. And this is the point, verse 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. If you have the faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and stand firm, these pestilences are not gonna hit you, man. Thousands of people are gonna fall at your side. Death, suffering from the famine, from the sword, from the pestilences, and 10,000 at thy right hand. You know, you're gonna walk through the streets having nothing, and all these people are dying of illnesses, man. But the scriptures say, but it shall not come nigh thee. So with that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Stay strong, Akyam, keep the faith. And like the scriptures say, undergo suffering, especially without breaking them. Or like the etymology says. Shalom.